What's up, you guys? Welcome back into iHeartRadio's official wrestling podcast, the Battleground Podcast. Now, the last time that we had Rhea on the show, she didn't have any hardware on, but obviously things have changed. She's now the champion. I would say that she's probably the leader of Judgment Day, right? I mean, the unofficial leader. How are you doing?
We don't have a leader, but I do get quite bossy sometimes, and mommy gets what she wants. So
I mean, I've been watching it for the past several weeks, and let me ask you this, because this is a question that we've been talking about. With the bloodline cracking and it all kind of falling apart, would you consider the Judgment Day being the greatest faction in WWE at the moment? The biggest group there is?
I mean, I would say so. And Priest even said it last Monday. He said, with the bloodline falling apart, the Judgment Day, we don't only just run Monday Night Raw, but we run all of WWE. So yes, I do believe that we are the biggest.
I mean, and you look at it, and I think right now the biggest faction is no longer the bloodline, it's the Judgment Day. And eventually we're going to see everybody in Judgment Day having hardware. I mean, it started with you. We got to get Damien his stuff. We got to get Finn his stuff. And we also got to get Dom a title, which I thought he was going to win that title and not Seth, but we could discuss that at a later date. I think that would have been a good choice to have Dominic win that, because I mean, there's so much heat on the kid right now. It would have been perfect, right?
Yeah, he's definitely getting a massive reaction from the WWE universe, and it's quite entertaining. Every week it seems to get louder and louder. So in no time, like seeing how far he's grown in the last 6 months, seeing his confidence just like completely grow and him just blossom into the superstar that you see today. He's definitely going to have some championship gold around his waist sometime soon. I believe it. He believes it. And so does Finn and Damien.
Absolutely. And I will be completely honest, and I'll go here on the show. When I first saw this whole gimmick of Dom being this badass guy, I was like, this is stupid. Like, as a fan, I thought that was dumb, but it's grown on me, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Just watching, and like you said, seeing how far he's progressed and just seeing how amazing it is. And of course, a lot of great things are happening. You've got Money in the Bank coming up in July. You've got SummerSlam in Detroit in August. Is there anything that you're kind of watching for Money in the Bank? Because again, there's a lot of people that are buying for that title that's sitting there behind you. Is there anybody that you're kind of just like, maybe, just maybe they might push me to the limits? The keyword is maybe there.
Look, I prove every single week why I am the most dominant woman here in the WWE. So whoever wins Money in the Bank, whoever becomes number one contender at any point, I'm not really that worried, because I'm just going to prove to them once again exactly who Rhea Ripley is and what I am capable of. I'm going to hold on to this championship for as long as I possibly can. Obviously, people do surprise you and things happen that are unexpected, but I don't only just have a set of two eyes. I also have Dom, Finn, and Priest. So if it ever looks like I am in doubt or I am in trouble, which doesn't really happen too often, I also have them. So
right.
That's what they do. We're there for each other. We're a family and we're a close-knit unit. So I can only see us taking over, and I'm not losing my championship to no one. So I'm not really too worried.
Now, let me put this out there in the universe. Could we see Rhea Ripley throw her name in the hat for Money in the Bank? You get the briefcase, you go after the Raw title, and then you have both titles.
Actually doesn't sound like too bad of a plan.
I'm telling you, and when you come on this show, you go on to win gold, and you were on the show a while back, and you got gold now. So, I mean, double champ, could we see that happening for Rhea Ripley?
Possibly. I mean, if I'm not caught up with something else, then I would love to be a part of Money in the Bank. I don't see why not.
I mean, that I'm throwing it out there in the universe. It's going to happen. We'll put Rhea Ripley in Money in the Bank, and then she's going to win that briefcase. She's going to have to not worry about, somebody coming after her SmackDown title. She goes after the Raw title. She's a champ. And then maybe you go after, I don't know, the World Heavyweight Champion. Maybe you go after the Intercontinental Champion, because is that something that you would like to see eventually? Like, you've got the Women's Championship, but would you like to go and, challenge for like the Intercontinental or the Heavyweight or, the Universal Tag Team, like you and Dom Dom. How awesome would that be?
Yo, it would be awesome. It definitely would be awesome. I'm down for it. I 110% would be down for it. Obviously, we don't know what the future holds, and I don't know how well intergender wrestling is going to go within the WWE in general, with the networks and all of that. But if it would ever be a possibility, like, my name is at the top of the line. It has to be. I've already shown that I can step in the ring with the boys. So I'd be down for that. I'd love to be tag champs with Dom Dom or Priest or Finn. I would love to give Seth Rollins a bit of a lesson after Monday, him putting his arm around me, scaring the living hell out of me. Thought it was Dom, but whatever. So he's going to get his. But I would love to.
I mean, we've seen the strength that you've had. I mean, it's not everybody could just pick up Gallows and body slam him the way you did that one night. So, I mean, come on. And it's scary. I could see that, though. Like, Rhea and Dom Dom, tag team champions. I could see it now. SummerSlam in Detroit, Money in the Bank in the UK in July. Dom Dom and Rhea versus Sammy and KO for the tag team titles.
It doesn't sound too bad, and I am 100% down for that. I don't know how Sammy would feel. I know Kevin would definitely be a little bit scared because he's shown that before. But I'd be down for that.
I think a lot of us would be.
Yeah,
I'm all in for that one. And you talk about how you don't really have to worry about much of the women's division. And I feel as if there was a message sent recently in your match with Natalya. Because, I mean, what was that? Less than 2 minutes, the match was over? You got the pin?
Yes. Yeah, I saw that it was like, 69 seconds? And I was like, very fitting.
On her birthday as well, so you spoiled the birthday present for her.
I mean, I gave her a birthday present. You know how many people want to get pinned like that? Happy birthday.
Very true. I mean, I've seen the comments on the internet, so we've seen the memes and we've seen the comments. So, yeah. So I do have a question, and we kind of go back to this past Monday Night Raw when Seth did what he did and put his arm around you, and we kind of got it mentioned in another place as well. We're not breaking that fourth wall at the moment. But then Seth went on the bump and he apologized to Dom Dom and he apologized to Buddy. Has Dom or Buddy accepted Seth's apology from what he did on Monday Night Raw?
Buddy, yes. Dom Dom, I feel like it lit a fire under him where he wants some revenge. I haven't talked to him in the last 24 hours about it, but I know that he wasn't very happy. We had a little back and forth straight afterwards where I was like, why? Like, why didn't you do something? And I think he definitely wants to get him back for that.
I mean, I think that's going to be interesting. And again, that could be the step in Dominic getting that gold. And you add one more notch into Judgment Day's accolades. And we just got to get Finn his, and we got to get Damien his. And speaking of Damien, recently we watched Backlash in Puerto Rico. It was an amazing thing. You and Zelina had a killer match. Damien and Bad Bunny had a killer match. What was that atmosphere like? Because, I mean, you had your match with Zelina that was representing Puerto Rico, and that crowd was behind her. And you had Damien, and that crowd was behind him and Bad Bunny. What was that like, being in that match with Zelina and then watching Damien and Bad Bunny go at it?
Being in that match with Zelina was so incredible. Like, the feeling that you got from the crowd when she did her entrance was just, it was like no other. It felt like WrestleMania. It really did. So I'm so happy that she got that opportunity to get the crowd behind her and feel that special feeling that we get to feel at Mania, because she hasn't really had her WrestleMania moment. So it was really cool to see the excitement and genuine emotion on her face in her entrance, and then to know that she's going for my Smackdown Womens Championship. Like, yes, good luck, nice try, whatever. But like, I'm glad that she felt special in the moment and she got that moment for herself in her career, because she has been going at it for a long time. So I'm glad that she got that. But then to go into Damien Priests versus Bad Bunny, I was watching it at the back, and man, I was happy for him too, because he also didn't get a WrestleMania moment this year at WrestleMania 39. Like Dom faced Ray, Edge and Finn went at it, and then I versed Charlotte. But Priest didn't get a match, but he was still there supporting us. So it was really cool to watch him go out there and get that reaction from the crowd and have such an amazing match. And we were all there supporting him as well. He got his WrestleMania moment there at Puerto Rico at Backlash. So it was very special. I actually was watching at the back and I got real emotional watching him just because I'm really proud of him and how far he's come, and watching him get cheered or booed didn't really matter, but some sort of reaction out there was really amazing to watch.
Yeah, and you talk about how far he's come. Like, I've had him on the show several times. I even had him back years ago when he was Punishment Martinez. And just watching him go from there to here, it's been like a cool moment just to see everybody getting their flowers now and seeing that moment. Like, you know, we saw it at Backlash, Bad Bunny went over, but like at the same time, like Damien went over as well because that crowd was behind him regardless. There was no bad guy, good guy in that match. It was people cheering on two of the best to do it in that night right there. And it was an amazing moment. Real quick though, speaking of Judgment Day, I know we don't have much time. It's you, it's Finn, it's Dom, it's Damien. Is there potential to maybe add somebody else? I know you probably get that question a lot. Has there been potential, like maybe somebody coming up from NXT or maybe somebody coming over, you know, from Raw or SmackDown?
So we're always looking at individuals that might make the cut. They obviously have to prove themselves to us, and they have to want the same things that we want and understand that no one's in charge, that we're all here in a close-knit unit where we're all supporting each other and wanting the best for everyone in the group, and just wanting to take over the WWE as a whole, but together. So we're always looking at, obviously, the people that are coming up from NXT. We've looked at all the SmackDown superstars, all the Raw superstars. We've tried with AJ before, but he was stubborn. We've tried with Liv before, but he was stubborn. She was stubborn. And then, like, yeah, I'm not sure. We've been looking at a few people. I don't want to give anything away, but we'll see if they make the cut or not.
Well, we'll just have to continue watching, you know, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Of course, Money in the Bank coming up July 1st. SummerSlam you've got in Detroit August 5th. You know, other than the Money in the Bank match, I know there hasn't really been very many things that have been announced, but is there anybody that you would like to see try to at least challenge you at Money in the Bank for your title? Or are you just going to kind of say, you know what, I'm here. If you want to go, I'll stand in the ring.
Anyone and everyone. I know I have a target on my back and everyone wants to get in the ring with me for the Smackdown Womens Championship. So whoever steps up to the plate, I mean, that's who it is. They're going to feel my brutality and they're going to realize why I am at the top of the food chain. I don't really care who it is. They can try and prove a point. They can try and make a name for themselves, whoever it is. But at the end of the day, mommy's always on top. So
for sure. And the last thing I have for you, and we talked about this last time about having Ice Nine Kills try to get you a theme song and perform it live at a WrestleMania moment. Is that still in the works? Like, can we have that next year, or maybe we have it at SummerSlam in Detroit?
So I'm not sure. Ice Nine Kills might have to wait a bit because I have Chris Motionless singing my song right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would absolutely love for Motionless in White to perform me out to the ring. We were trying to do it for WrestleMania 39, but unfortunately they had a tour in Germany, I believe, which was already rescheduled from the COVID era. So they had to do that. They couldn't pull out again. But I'm hoping that maybe SummerSlam or some sort of PLE, they'll be there to perform me out to the ring, because I would love to be on the stage with my my musically talented twin, Chris Motionless, and the rest of Motionless in White.
You think about it, Detroit is the perfect place for that to happen at SummerSlam. I mean, I'm just saying that we're going to put it out in the universe that it's going to happen. But we're looking forward to seeing everything that's going to happen with you this year. Money in the Bank. Nobody's going to be able to touch you and cash in to win that title. They're going to have to just go to Raw and figure out who they're going to fight. Go fight Asuka because you're not getting the title from Rhea. And then, of course, SummerSlam in Detroit in August. You can grab tickets for both of those shows, WWE.com. Rhea, it's an honor to have you back on the show. We're looking forward to talking to you again, and thanks for taking the time out today.
No worries. Thanks for having me.